Welcome to Boundless Bite Studio. Today, we're diving into a subject that resonates deeply with millions of Filipinos: basketball. Whether you're in the heart of Manila or the most remote province, you'll see basketball courts, hear the bounce of the ball, and feel the energy that flows from every game. This sport is more than just a pastime. It's a way of life, a culture, and for many, a dream. Yet, there's a lingering question that echoes across barangay courts and professional arenas alike. Why isn't the Philippines dominating on the world stage, despite its unmatched passion and love for basketball? Let's start by acknowledging the raw skill you find in every corner of the country. Filipinos can play, there's no denying it. From street games played barefoot and under the scorching sun, to the high-stakes matches in the Philippine Basketball Association, we see flashes of brilliance, creativity, and competitive spirit. Some even say that our best can go toe-to-toe with NBA-level talent. But here's the reality: no Filipino has ever truly conquered the NBA or led the national team to global basketball supremacy. The problem isn't just about talent, it runs much deeper. What holds us back are issues rooted in culture, corruption, and the absence of a solid system. Basketball is everywhere in the Philippines. Courts spring up in every barangay, games start as soon as dusk falls, and tournaments fill weekends across the nation. Kids play with makeshift hoops, sometimes using slippers as the ball, driven by sheer love for the game. But with this widespread enthusiasm comes chaos. Instead of progress, games often devolve into heated arguments and even fights. Ego runs high. Everyone wants to be the hero, the star. Discipline and professionalism are often left behind. Players act as if they're already NBA superstars, but the basics, shooting accuracy, teamwork, and self-control, are frequently ignored. The culture celebrates flashy moves and personal glory, yet neglects the fundamental values that build winning teams. Beyond culture, there's a problem that's even harder to solve: corruption. Philippine sports, including basketball, are riddled with politics and power struggles. Talented Filipino athletes abroad, who could make a difference for the national team, are often left out. Why? Not because they lack skill, but because they lack the right connections. Other countries welcome their best players to represent them. NBA stars proudly play for their national teams. In the Philippines, selection is too often about business, revenue, and relationships, rather than pure merit. Promising careers are sidelined by backroom deals, and the sport suffers as a result. And then there's the issue of system, or more accurately, the lack of it. Filipinos love to talk about puso, the heart and fighting spirit that defines our teams. It's a rallying cry, a source of pride, and a symbol of resilience. But let's be honest, heart alone doesn't win games against the world's best. Successful basketball nations don't just rely on passion, they build systems. Teams have clear training regimens, defined roles, and strategic game plans. Even the NBA, which inspires so many in the Philippines, is built on structure, discipline, and preparation. Here, we try to copy the style, but skip the foundation. Training camps are short, execution is inconsistent, and when results don't come, excuses pile up. Without a system, even the best talent and the strongest heart fall short. We also need to talk about overrated titles. In the PBA, we celebrate MVPs and call them the greatest of all time. 8-time MVPs are idolized. Finals MVPs are enshrined in Hall of Fame ceremonies. But when these stars step onto the international stage, the story changes. The result is nothing. It is just pure politics. The hype doesn't translate into wins. The impact is minimal. Kai Sotto, hailed as the future of Philippine basketball, has yet to dominate in global leagues. The truth is, many of our celebrated achievements are products of politics and a weak local era, not international excellence. Titles at home mean little if they don't result in success abroad. Excuses are another issue that plagues Philippine basketball. We often hear that our players are at a disadvantage because other teams are taller and stronger. While there's some truth to this, it's not the whole story. There are countries with far less basketball culture, yet they manage to build competitive teams. In the Philippines, Instead of addressing these challenges, we've even imposed height limits in professional leagues, a move that defies logic in a sport where height is a clear advantage. Rather than fostering growth and competitiveness, we've created barriers that keep us from reaching our potential. Let's look beyond our borders for perspective. New Zealand, for example, doesn't have basketball courts on every street corner, yet their tall blacks compete fiercely on the global stage. China took a systematic approach, investing in training, discipline, and infrastructure, and steadily climbed the ranks. European nations use their leagues as breeding grounds for international talent, building structures that produce results. The Philippines, meanwhile, remains caught in a cycle: passion without direction, talent without discipline, and potential wasted by politics. Here's the hard truth: Filipinos are naturally gifted. The love for basketball is real, and the talent exists. But until we address the deep-seated issues, reforming the culture, rooting out corruption, and building a real system, our national teams will never reach their full potential. The world stage demands more than heart. It requires discipline, professionalism, and a willingness to face uncomfortable truths. Passion is only the beginning. Without action, Puso remains just a slogan. Basketball in the Philippines can be world-class. The dream is within reach, but only if we're willing to confront what holds us back. Do you believe Philippine basketball can change? Have your say, share your thoughts, and join the conversation. And if you want more honest takes and discussions about the game you love, make sure to stay connected with Boundless Bite Studio. Until next time, keep your hopes high and your passion burning. Subscribe for more honest takes on sports, culture, and the game we love. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an episode.